Now we are looking at modelling with trigonometric functions. The height of a boat is modelled by h equals 3 plus 2 sine 15t, where h is the height above the seabed in metres, and t is the time in hours after midnight. State the maximum height of the boat. So remember, the sine part can go between +1 and -1. So the biggest thing this can be is 1. So the maximum height is 3 plus 2, which is 5 meters. Find the times at which the boat is 4.5 meters above the seabed. So 3 plus 2 sine 15t has to be equal to 4.5. Let's take 3 away from both sides and divide by 2. So 4.5 take away 3 is 1.5. Half of that is 3/4. So sine 15t has to equal 3/4. So let's shift sign the 3/4, making sure we're in degrees, which we are. So shift sign 3/4. We get 48.6. So that's 15t is 48.6. Or if you want a second answer, so we're in sine, so 180. Take away the first answer, 131.4. So 15t, so that's going to be, so 360 divided by 15, that's going to be 24 hours. So that's the whole day. So we only need 2 answers. And we're going to divide them by 15. So our first answer divided by 15 is 3.23. So that's a time. So 3.23. And if we press this button, this S to D button, that changes the answer into a time. So it's 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 21 seconds. So we'll say 3:14. That's 3:14 a.m. Our second answer was 131.4. Divide it by 15, which is 8.76. Again, we don't really want a decimal. We want a time. So if we press that button, 8:45 and 38 seconds. So we could say 8:45. We could also say 8:46, rounding to the nearest minute. I'll call it 8:45. So they are our answers. Okay, one for you to try. Give it a go. So the temperature of a room is modelled by T equals 21 plus 3 cos 15t, where T is the temperature in degrees Celsius and T is the time after midday. State the minimum temperature of the room. So this time, our cos can go between 1 and -1. The minimum is going to be when it's -1. It's going to be 21 take away 3, which is 18 degrees. Find the times when the temperature's at 22. So 21 plus 3 cos 15t is going to be equal to 22. So take away 21 and divide by 3. So cos 15t is a third. Shift cos the third. We get 70.5 as our first answer. and it's cos. So the second answer is 360. Take away the first answer, which is 289.5. But again, we don't want our answers as decimals. We're going to have to divide them by 15 first as well. So our first answer, 15t, was 70.5. So t is 4.7. Press the time button. That's 4 hours 42 after 12. So 4:42 p.m. or 16:42, either one. And our second answer, divided by 15, is 19.3. But we want time again. So it's 19 hours and 17 minutes, or 18 minutes if you want to round to the nearest minute, after midday. So 12 hours gets us to midnight. So another 7 hours and 17 minutes. So it's 7:17 in the morning, 7:17 and 53 seconds to be precise. So either 7:17 or 7:18 would be okay.